Hi there, ladies. How are you all? Um, I am coming to you slightly decadently. Just had a bath at 4 o'clock on whatever day of the week it is. Finished work at lunchtime. Had a bath this afternoon, and I'm in my pajamas in my dark blue bedroom. So it's quite gloomy. So apologies for the doom and gloom. And we have a weekly check-in in the roots, and they're hideous. Don't even look. So if you are here watching me live, can you give me a wee hashtag live in the comments below? And if you're getting me on replay, give me a wee hashtag replay in the comments below. So I can see some eyes on, but I can't see anybody commenting. I can't see names. Apologies if I'm not speaking to you directly. I'm trying to see if I recognise anyone. So, yes, 2020, that's been fun. Wow. So, wow. And it doesn't, I listen to, for those of you that don't know, I'm up in Scotland, and I listen to the First Minister's, she has a daily chat with us all, can't you? She has a daily chat. And basically, we're all in another version 4 of lockdown, not sure what it is. And my husband's been banging on it. He's a bit of a conspiracy theorist, and he's like, they're going to put us lockdown until February, and the schools are going to be off. And I'm like, please no, nobody can cope anymore. So anyway, 2020, what a year. So it's not all been bad at all. In fact, in a lot of ways, at a personal level, for me, it's been a really good year. It's been a year of extreme learning. And it's been fabulous. I have met some wonderful, amazing women, some of whom I can see names popping up. And I've just been absolutely inspired by so many of you. It's just incredible. And that in itself just lifts me, and I know for the team as well, for Clara and Kat and Lisa. It's just incredible. I absolutely love it. So yeah, 2020, it's not been all bad, but 2021, this is what I wanted to talk about tonight. Was, we all have, no, I could sit and say, don't make New Year's resolutions because you should have goals all year round. And yeah, it's true, but it's a new year. It has been a tough year for a lot of us. And we want to wake up and we want to have aspirations and goals or resolutions, call them what you will. And we should all have goals and things that we aspire to, and objectives. Even when you're in the workplace, you have goals to try and achieve. And I want you to, if you are doing goals or resolutions, have a think. Not just, primarily I work with women on fat loss, but it's so much more than that. So one of the things that we build in the very beginning weeks with our clients is, everybody needs a what is it that you want to achieve, short and long term. So for us, it's like 90 days and 12 months. So short and long term, what is it that you want to achieve? And it should never all just be about fat loss or your body changing. So when you are doing your resolutions and you have got weight loss as a goal, make sure that you have other goals as well, career goals, fitness goals, family goals, reading goals, like things that challenge you. And yes, I know that losing weight for a lot of people is very, very challenging. I get that. But, it doesn't always need to be about the number on the scale, or it doesn't need to always be the number, the size of the clothes. Think there's so much more to you than that. So, think about challenging yourself emotionally or intellectually or academically, all these different things. And when you do get your whats, thinking about, for me, 3 to 5 whats are good. That's good. I mean, overloading yourself is just going to put you into overwhelm. And within those goals, have like many milestones and many goals within that. Because say you have a big goal, I'm going to use a non-weight loss goal, like reading War and Peace, for example. That's not one of my goals. I have it and I keep going, yeah, looks nice on my bookshelf. It could be something like tackling a big book or a course. Like, that is a great goal, absolutely. But if that's going to take you 9 months, it's really hard to get completely disillusioned by that. So having like mini goals within a bigger goal can be quite good from a motivational point of view, and having rewards built in for every mini goal that you achieve. So, but more than the why, more than the what, think about the why. Why things are important. Why are they so compelling that you must do them? Because if you don't have a strong why that grasps you, when you do lose motivation, or when you're ill and it's really hard to get back into the discipline or the habit, if you don't have a compelling why, it'll just go by the wayside. It's not important enough. So one of the things that we ask our ladies is something called 5 whys. So why do you want to do X? This coaching, lose weight, read this book, do this course, whatever it is, why? And your first why is never the real why, unless you're a very, very deep thinker, which most of us are not. It takes 5 attempts of that. So why do you want to lose 2 dress sizes? Because I want to wear the clothes in my wardrobe. Well, why is that important to you? Because when I wear those clothes, I feel really confident and trendy and cool. Well, why is that important to you? Well, because I feel quite frumpy just now wearing these sacks or whatever. Why is it important that you don't feel frumpy? So I feel sexy and vibrant and young, and I don't feel invisible, and I don't feel like all of these things. So you have gone from, wanting to wear a pair of size 10, 12 jeans. That is a good reason. But when you are finished work on a Friday and you're 3/4 of the way through a bottle of wine, and then you're thinking about, oh, do I bring out the family packet of crisps? That compelling, that why of getting into a pair of size 10 jeans isn't that compelling. But the why of, I don't want to feel frumpy and invisible and I want to feel attractive again, that is a more compelling why. And you can use that approach for every single goal, objective, resolution in the world. So give it a go. It can be quite hard, but it's a really good exercise to do. The other thing to think about when you are thinking about goals is, what does it look like when you have it? How does it make you feel? This is, use your imagination, sit and visualize what life looks and feels like for you when you have these things, or you're doing these things that you want to do. How does that make you feel? What does that mean for you? What does that mean for the people around about you? And start visualizing this new approach, this new way. And that again is a really powerful tool, and it can give you something to reflect back on when you can't be bothered cooking and you're going in, you're picking up the Domino's leaflet. How does it make you? Does the person that in that future, do they go to get the Domino's thing? All of these kind of hints and tips are really helpful. So the other thing to think about, for especially when it comes to weight loss, this is kind of more tactical information rather than strategizing. So before embarking on yet another weight loss program or gym program or whatever it is that you're doing, question yourself, think smart about this. Is what you're doing sustainable? Can you see yourself doing this a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months down the line? If the answer is no, then chances are any results that you get will vanish. Okay, so think sustainability. If you've been on, sorry, my Kindle's going off. If you've been trying to lose weight for various attempts and you've not succeeded, without taking massive action, why would this be any different? So think about sustainability. Is what you're doing healthy for your family? Is what you're doing not necessarily time saving, but is it giving yourself more work to do? So are you having to cook 3 different meals for dinner? Like, that's, who wants to do that? Not a single person, I would imagine, unless you really, really love cooking and you've got loads of time. So, think about sustainability and look at, what is the message that you want to be giving the world? And this is quite a powerful thing, that we work with a lot of women who have come to us with really bad relationship with food, a lifetime of bad habits. And when we look into why that is the case, a lot of it comes from their own childhoods, and tends to be the mums or the primary caregivers round about them who have maybe always been on a diet, or when they were little they ate loads, as a lot of kids do, and maybe had a little bit of puppy fat, and have been absolutely slated by members of their family for being fat or chunky or being put on diets when they're young. So a lot of what their memories are people really close to them talking about how fat they might be, or how they can't be eating X, Y, and Z, or they must cut their portions, or they must cut out carbs, or they must do whatever. And if you think back, like most of the people in this group are late 30s, 40s, and 50s. Our parents' generation would have been, you know, the Rosemary Connollys, Slimming World come in, Weight Watchers come in, low fat, like you couldn't have butter, everything. You had margarine, like, and who eats margarine now? Nobody eats margarine now. Like, there's no low fat everything, and that then has caused loads of health problems over the years. But from an emotional point of view, it has really hurt a lot of people now of our age. So if you are embarking on something else or something new, and like this is it and this is it, and just be very mindful of the message that you're putting across to your kids or younger generation round about you, because ultimately, you know, if you're doing various starvation diets, and I know some of you will be, and you know, I don't expect everybody to just come work with me. That's not how it works. But you know, if you're embarking on something that A, isn't sustainable, B, that is going to even put another nail in the coffin of I feel like a failure, you know, be mindful of the language that you're using with people around about you. Be mindful of your children, because it's not just girls get affected by diet culture, it's boys as well. So yeah, be very considerate of the message that you're putting across, because you know, a good relationship with food does not mean eating chicken, rice and broccoli all day every day. Like my little boy, he has Haribo, he has crisps, he has cake, he has stuff, because I want him to eat normally. I do not want him to grow up thinking that having high fat, high carbs, high processed foods are wrong, because they're not wrong. They're okay in moderation, and that's the approach that we take. So yeah, just be very, very mindful. So yes, if anybody does have any questions on any of that, that's quite a long in depth for the end of your message, isn't it? I am the queen. Should have put my tiara on. But if anybody does have questions about, you know, the right approach for them, or how to deal with trying to be healthier in the family situation, etc., or goals, or defining your why, then just drop a comment below or send me a message. I'm going to be working for 10 minutes. I'm going to do a live in my client group tomorrow to talk to the ladies there. But I will be on Messenger and whatnot over the holidays, maybe not in the evenings though. I have some Prosecco, I have some, do I have Prosecco or is it champagne? I can't remember. And I have some red wine. And I have a new workout program. Awfully excited about that. So, it was lovely to have you all here. And once again, thank you, every single person in this group, for A, being in the group, B, especially the ladies that are really active. I appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, it's just lovely. Thank you for being part of, you know, Team EMW. It's been such a journey, and I really hope that if at least one person is more empowered about their future health and their future relationship with food and their future, you know, happiness and self-confidence and self-esteem, then the job that I do is done. All right, so have a corker of a Hogmanay. For you non-Scottish ladies, don't know if it's really that big a deal. It's actually not a big deal for us this year at all. I can't say, last year, we went away to a cabin in the south of Scotland, and we took my little boy and his best friend from school. He's 9, for those of you who don't know. And they were getting really hyper, and they really were annoying me and my husband. So we just changed all the clocks back by 2 hours and put up fake fireworks on YouTube. and sent them to their bed at 10 o'clock. We just stayed up and got drunk. So yeah, that's a thing. You can do that if you want. But yeah, if anybody does have any questions or need any advice or whatnot, just get in touch. And if not, I will see you all on the flip side in 2021, where, you know, it's like when in The Wizard of Oz, when it goes from black and white and into colour. That's what 21 is going to be like. It is. We're all going to get high in a poppy field. Right, peace out. Have a really lovely time. Bye bye.